What Owen's now going to do is get everybody lined up, and we're going to do some what you would consider to be regimented moves. This is basically where we start the younger students so that they can learn to have an awareness of their own body. You should be able to see that everyone stands in a very regimented fashion, and when Owen shows them what to do, they copy it immediately the same way. You've just seen them performing something called an upper block, which would be a defence against someone trying to punch them in the face. They've now turned, and they will do something similar going back in the other direction, but this time not only will they defend, but they will do a counter attack. Now all that you're seeing them do here will add up to a grading syllabus that we will go through. So they are expected to perform this to a certain standard to be able to attain their next belt. So the next set of moves would not be in a red belt syllabus. It does look quite easy, but I assure you it takes a reasonable amount of coordination to achieve.
4, 5. Everybody turning into lower block. We'll watch eight, down the right. This time, forward.
Now we're going to show you that we do perform kicking techniques as well. We're trying to keep it fairly simple, especially on this surface it is quite difficult. But that would be a front kick towards somebody, and as they land forwards they'd be punching at that same attacker. We're now going to go into a section which might look fairly similar, but this is slightly more advanced in that we don't do it quite so regimented. It's a fighting style, so this is a fighting stance. You'll notice that when they perform their moves, they don't leave their arms out or their legs out in the air. They will bring them back into a more guarded stance. The technique they're performing is the same as the one they've just done in the more regimented line work style. But this is what we're trying to get them to do, to try and perfect it to be a more relaxed way of doing things. They're now doing a combination which is front kick, front punch, reverse punch, which is something that works very well against an attacker if you're doing competition work.
Roundhouse kick, back fist.
As Owen is just demonstrating, we're now going to do a roundhouse kick. This is a different kick from the last one in that it's supposed to go over an object. So if something were between you and the person trying to attack you, you're supposed to kick over an object. It's also useful for an attack to come into the side of the body if that's the portion that the attacker has left exposed. Now you'll notice that this technique is actually quite complicated, and the lower grades do not have this on their syllabus at all. So this may not work quite as well as you would expect. That was very good, guys. Well done. Now you've seen the sort of stuff that we would do in line work. That is preparing people to get the right techniques in their muscle memory so that they can perform it against somebody else.